everybody. Welcome back to my podcast. Ooh. Usually you would tell the other person like, "How are you?" But it's just me here, so I'm doing really well. Except India's not here today, and the whole way here, I'm like, "Damn, I'm gonna just have to be up there, like, kind of talking to myself, like, we don't have our Indian tech support. We don't have our Indian tech support person today." It's funny because her name is India. So ghetto when I use my phone, huh? But I always use my phone, honestly. I wish I could be like those people that like never look at their phone. But even when I'm like in social settings, it's not even that I'm looking at my phone. I just need like a break. And even when I'm in social settings, like I'll walk away and not be on my phone. I'll just sit there and be quiet. Like I go nonverbal at the function. That's why it's cool when there's like a lot of people around because then you can just go like nonverbal like this. And that's why I be on my phone because sometimes I just need to go nonverbal. I'm not even looking at anything. I'm just like playing Pet Rescue. Oh my God, should I tell you about Pet Rescue? Okay, before we start, I'm gonna tell you guys about Pet Rescue. So I would have ads. They were so cute. It was like little dogs, rabbits, cats. So one day I downloaded it and I just could not get enough of rescuing pets. So like it'd be all these little pets, and if you can get, it's like Tetris basically. So if you can get like enough blocks in a row, then it would save the pet. But then sometimes if you don't get enough pets by like the end of the level, then like the pets go back to the shelter. And I would just be so sad and I would want to pass the level so bad. So it got to a point where I was like at level 800 and something, and I literally be on the muni like saving pets. And then I told Will the other day, I'd be like, all these people on this train have no idea I rescued like millions of dogs. I rescued millions of dogs on this app. And then he's like, in your universe, there would be like pests. What'd you say? It would be, yeah, overpopulation of pets. It'd be like nowhere to put all the dogs. So I just be on Pet Rescue. Like if you see me on my phone, sometimes I'm not texting nobody. I just be maybe on Pet Rescue sometimes. So I think this episode I wanted to redeem myself because I was watching the last episode back. It was just like 2025 sucked. I was being such a scumbag, and 2025 I did dumbass shit. Like I made a list of all the things that I did in 2025 that I thought were so fun. It was kind of scary, honestly, because I went through my screenshots and I just typed in 2025 and it was just like, oh my God, the worst memories. And I can't believe that at 35, I still have like the worst memories were last year. You would think like the worst memories were maybe like during COVID or something. No, girl, the worst memories were last year because literally from January to May, everybody had me fucked up. Like everywhere I would look, someone had me fucked up. And it could be anybody. Like nobody was discriminating. Everybody, like tall, skinny, little, short king, tall king, fat king, old queens, young queens, everybody was having me fucked up. So January through May is like he who we do not speak of from Harry Potter. Like that's my Voldemort. January through May of 2025, no. In May and June, we did an early bird drop. So if you get some early bird, shout out to you. This is actually the early bird room, and we had a table right there. And yeah, we did a full drop. We like took it to the print shop, and we worked on a tech pack. Like we did the whole thing. So that was really cool. 2025 was the early bird year. We made shorts. It was fun. Early bird's coming back. Watch, you're gonna see me in the winter. I'm gonna be in like a full early bird tracksuit. I'm manifesting it right now. It's so funny because Tree just walked in, but in June, Tree graduated. And it was so random because one day Tree walked in here and he was like, I'm gonna go get my GED hella randomly, and we're like, oh, okay, that's cool. And he's like, I'm done with my GED. Like literally in the blink of an eye, Tree had his cap and gown, and we were like at the school watching him walk across the stage. Oh, he got the high school diploma. My bad. Sorry. He went and got his education, girl. And it's crazy because I would see these around the same time. I would see these posts that's like the opposite of suicide is when someone just like decides to start living life to the fullest and just like get better. And literally, Chewy did that, and now he's in college. So that's crazy, right? June 2025, Chewy got a high school diploma. And he wore it. It was so cute. I'm gonna actually post a picture because I took a photo of like the whole class, and then Chuy like se le ve la cabecita bien chiquita con el gorrito, so cute. And I had to like circle him so I couldn't find him. It was so cute. We love you, Chuy. In June also was like my crazy retail job that I told you guys about last episode. So that was kind of crazy, but I feel like that's when like things were kind of settling in, and It was like the end of people having me fucked up. It was like June. August, my friend Gracie came and I saw her. And I haven't seen Gracie in so long. And I actually met Gracie when I decided to run away from home. When I was 15, I literally decided that I don't want to live here no more. I don't want to live at my parents' house no more. I don't want to go to my school no more. My mom and dad drove me to Santa Clarita Valley to my uncle's house, and I just lived there for a whole school year. And I made hella friends. It was so fun. I love living in Santa Clarita. That was like best memories. And I don't even have this was like pre everything. I don't even think Facebook or sorry, like MySpace was barely. Actually, no. When was MySpace? Was in high school? I don't remember. But what I'm saying is like I don't have a lot of photos from that time. All I have is my memories. And I just remember, so when I went to that school, there was hella white people there, and there wasn't a lot of white people in South City. Like, I never had a crush on a white guy besides this guy named Brandon Braden that I'll never forget. He was my first white crush, and my first white crush. That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to say, huh? But I don't have a lot. I don't even know. I don't think I know any white people right now. Oh yeah, Andrew, Crypto Andrew. That's my favorite white friend. Who else? Oh, Noah. I love Noah. I love me some slick back Noah. I love me a white boy with a slick back. Where is he? Dude, at Heart High, there was hella fine ass white guys. Like, damn. Gracie and her husband took me to get coffee, and it was just so nice to see her. And it's crazy because her husband, I guess, went to our high school too, but I never saw him before. So that was just a crazy and like fun experience I had. And then in August, I also started my new job, which I love. I love my new job and I love getting paid and I love being somewhere where like people appreciate me and love me. In August, I also went to the most recent Lara Court. She does a community portrait pop-up that I love. To me, the Lara Court events are really special because back in 2019, I want to say, she invited me to be a vendor. And this was when I was first starting out as a tarot reader, and I had a crystal shop, and she just opened up the space for me to come and like bring my crystals. And I used to like mix all these little oils and stuff, and that was like my crafty era. I would never do that now. I always tell people when they're like, why don't you do that anymore? I'm like, I literally don't even know what I was thinking. Like, what? Mixing oils? What? Why would I? What was I do? Why was I doing that? But the oils were bomb, and a lot of people like loved them. I would sell out every single time. During that time, I sold so many crystals, so much oil. I would make like little smoke blends that people really liked, and I like try to remember like where was that drive coming from. I have no idea. I don't know. I guess it was just like in the moment, and I was excited about my life at that time, I guess, and just being a witch. But Laura Course, she like opened up her community, and I met a lot of people there. And there's literally people that I still know and love that came from that time. So going to her pop up and having a community portrait event and getting my photo taken. And that's another thing about Laura Core is like she has documented my youth in a very beautiful way because she's taken really beautiful photos of me since 2019 or 20. And then in 2025, she took my photo again. And obviously, like, I look completely different. I had like different hair. Back then, I didn't have my lips filled, or I had a bunch of piercings. I had less tattoos. So to see me now and I had like short hair and all the tattoos and lip filler and stuff, I'm like, damn, she really has captured me and how I look so beautifully and perfectly. So I love you, Laura. And hopefully one day she'll come visit us on the set. I got a new mic, so I'm going to start inviting people soon. In September, I visited this guy's studio, Adrian Delgado Art, and he opened up his home for us to go look at all of his paintings, which was really, really nice. And it was even more special because I went with my friend Lily, who has literally been my friend since kindergarten. I've known Lily since I was like this big. Adrian's art is so beautiful. It's so, so beautiful. And something really special he said was like, I don't make Mexican art, and I've never branded myself as a Mexican artist. But when you see his artwork, it's like eloteros and garbage men and taco trucks and fruit stands. So you think like, oh, this is a Latino artist. And then he's like, I never branded myself as that. It's just, that's what I saw here.
It's the truck I've been obsessed with for the past 10 years. It's the same truck.
It's here in Richmond
It's yeah, it's you know where that gas station on Cutting is?
with the dino.
Yes, it's across
I
the
know
street.
exactly what truck it is
And it's always changing.
with different, yeah, different fruit.
And I don't know if it's done yet. I started this last week. It could be done if I want to keep it that way. So that's how it usually looks, and then it slowly gets sharper. But if I want, I could let it be blurry. Sometimes it looks better.
That's crazy. It's because I go by there all the time, so I know the truck. And it's insane just to see it through your perspective. Obviously, I've seen it a million times. So now to see it through your perspective is crazy.
I'm sitting at the gas station getting my gas, and I took a photo of it.
Mm.
And the photo is very distorted, so I had to make up a lot of stuff. Like it's not the best photo, but it honestly comes out better. You make up things and you just make sense of it.
What about that fruit stand up there? Where's that at?
That's like Central Valley, and it's like it's in a gas station, but there's like a hard shade on it, so you could barely see the figures, but they look very like it's their silhouettes, and they're in line for like fruit, I believe, fruit or food. This is the 23rd Cinco de Mayo festival. These two are actually they're both the same. Things like this year. And I think I was obsessed with flags because there's this big conversation about like whether we should be holding a Mexican flag for protests, even though we're fighting to be American. It's just like, well, why do symbols matter? Why can't we just be proud of where we're at and where we're from at the same time? So it's not marriage.
I love the creases in this one. You can tell they just unfolded it and started and flew it.
Yeah. And I painted over an old painting, so it has a little more thickness to it.
And I feel like I really related to that because obviously I'm Mexican. And when you look at me, the first thing you see is like a Mexican girl. And then I start talking, you're like, oh, yeah, she's Mexican. So everything I've done has obviously been Latino Mexican work, but I've never branded myself as a Latino Mexican creator. It's just what I am. So I really, really related with that. And we also got to meet his wife and his babies were there. How do you feel like your work has changed since you've had kids?
I mean, I could talk about the way I look at the work, like the idea of the portrait of her back is very much about like being amazed by her amazement and reminding myself of like what it is to see art for the first time, which I feel like sometimes I'm not as loud as I used to be. So it reminds me of being loud by the smallest things in life, because these kids love it. Like they're so amazed by little things, and we often forget that as adults.
Yeah.
Like how do you find amazement in the most smallest thing? Like we'll just be walking like, whoa, look at that. And I'm just like, what? Like look at that. And I'm just like,
So he told me that during COVID, he was really obsessed with drawing trash cans.
the trash cans. That's another obsessed with trash cans.
What's up with the trash cans?
I don't know. I'm still like processing it, but I think the idea of like being lived in and being left out. It's this idea of I think COVID was kind of weird because I would just notice little things like how the trash cans were constantly thrown everywhere, and like the dump yard would just like pick it up and drop them, and I would have to be like a routine of like trash is done, I better go get it. So like I was obsessed with the idea of home and what that means, and part of that is keeping it clean or keeping it a certain way.
So it was really cool. And hopefully one day we can get one of his paintings in here. I think that would be like a nice addition to our set. And I invited him to come on Kyle. So you might see Adrian around here soon. In September, I also worked the Empire booth at the Free Shabuzi show. And that was hella fun. That was so much fun. I had so much fun there. I saw so many people and I thought it was going to be hectic and crazy and people were going to be mean, but they weren't. It was just so much fun. And Will had been telling me like for months, he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to go to the Shabuzi show. I'm going to the Shabuzi show. And like it was coming out, it was like 2 weeks or something. And he's like, oh, I'm not going to be working out that day because like we're going to the Shabuzi show. And I'm like, okay. I wasn't going to go. Honestly, I've only heard one Shabuzi song because Will used to play it on repeat like for months and months and months. All I heard was the Shabuzi song. My friend Shaquila. Shaquila was like, hey, do you want to come work this? Or maybe she posted it on the story and I responded, I don't remember. But I was like, hell yeah, I went. It was so much fun and I saw my friends there and yeah, I had a great time. But it was a lot of hard work, I'm not going to lie. October was also the first time I saw my friend Shino DJ because Shino was a rapper. I mean, he's obviously still a rapper, but he was doing rap shows and I actually even went on tour to New York with him. And he was doing like house shows and events and he had this like virtual reality show he used to do, or not a show but I don't know how to explain it. So basically him and a bunch of people, like a camera crew, made a 3D virtual reality movie about his bedroom, because when he lived in Oakland, he spent a lot of time in his bedroom. He invited a lot of people over. So a camera crew came with basically like 360 shooting and shot the video, or shot the movie, the documentary of his bedroom. And basically you would go to the place and put on the headset and you could watch the movie. But also when you looked around, you felt like you were in his bedroom. So it was really cool. And we went on tour. We did that for like a couple of weeks. So to come back and like in 2025, see him do a DJ set was just like a full circle moment. It was crazy. And he was back in Oakland. And I did mention this before, that he lives in Sacramento now and that's where he's from. So he works there mostly. So just to see him back in Oakland and DJing, it was really special. So I really have to take back when India asked me, she was like, do you remember one cool thing you did? And I was like, no, I was just miserable. And that's not true, because I literally did all this cool shit, you know? I had to write it down because sometimes I can't remember. October, I was also the cutest clown for Halloween. I've been a clown like literally 7 times in my life. And I love being a clown. Obviously, I'm a clown every day, but then right? But then that day I get to like dress up. And honestly, if I could, and I tell Will this all the time, like that's one of my dreams, to get like my own personalized clown face, because I want to say there's like a museum with little eggs or something where they paint the clown faces, and every clown has their own specific face that is special to them. And like when you do that clown face, you're basically imitating that clown. So that's my dream, to like just dress up as a clown and like get my own personalized clown face and just be like in my element, you know? Like the court gesture, that's me. If I was back in the day, like I would be the court gesture and everybody would just gather around and just listen to my stand-up comedy and laugh and be happy. I'm like crying. We would all dance. And then, oh, that's like Mean Girls. Like, she doesn't even go here. That's like me. I'm like crying. No, but I do. I love clowns. So for Halloween, I was a clown. I thought that was really fun and special. And Halloween was crazy last year, though. Like, my costume was the best part of the night because, okay, this is crazy. So I work from 10 to 6:30 p.m. 10 a.m. to 6:30 p.m., right? So, sorry. So I woke up at like 8:30 and kicked on all this white makeup with like eyelashes and hella shit, right? Like I'm just like plastered in makeup. And I was wearing like a headband. I think I was wearing a skirt. I don't know. But the makeup is the most important part, right? And obviously I'm dressed as a fucking clown. So like already nobody's gonna take you serious when you're dressed as a clown. But everyone at work really loved my outfit, like my costume. And after work, I was supposed to go to this party with my friend. And the original plan was like she was gonna come early and we were gonna hang out until the party at like 10, right? So it was my coworker's last day at work. So she's like, oh, do you wanna go have a drink or something? I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, let's go. We can have some dinner or whatever. So mind you, I'm in this fucking makeup that I've been in since 10 a.m. and now it's 6:30. So I have dinner, I have drinks with fucking makeup, right? And I didn't even bring like a little sponge to freshen it, nothing. I was just like, whatever. So I went to dinner and I'm calling my friend like, hey, where are you? It was already like 8. When we were done, it was like 8:30. So she's like, oh, I'm not there yet. Like, I'm probably going to be there till 9. So I'm like, okay, fuck, okay. So I called my other friend, my friend Lucy, and she lives in the city. And she was like, yeah, just come over. Like, come over here. We're just getting done with dinner. Like, we can go hang out at my place. I was like, all right. So I go to Lucy's house, and Lucy's like my comadre. Like when I see Lucy, I'm like just like venting. So I'm at her apartment, like laying down, like petting the dog, just like chilling really hard. And then my friend's like, hey, where are you? By this time it was like 10. And my friend's like, where are you? Like we're here, we're in the line. Like if you come right now, you can probably get in with us. So I was in North Beach and the party was in Van Ness. So like it's kind of a ways to get there. It's like 15, 20 minutes. So I called my Uber to take me, and girl, why I had typed in the wrong address. This has happened to me so many times, and it's happening to me less and less because I stopped saying that I'm dyslexic. Like I am not dyslexic. I'm not. And I just have to manifest that because I literally will type in the address like wrong. Like, don't I always have to ask you, is it 1308 or 3108? I don't know till this day. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It might be 31 or 13. Who knows? Numbers are man-made. You just gotta know where the fuck you're going. So anyways, I typed in the wrong address. This man takes me to the wrong ass place, and I was like, this isn't it. He's like, okay, well, give me the address. So he drives me there, like super nice. I tipped him $20 because he went all the way out of his fucking way to just take me because I had given him the wrong address. I get to the venue. By this time it's like 10:40, okay? Like it's late. The party has been started. People are probably drunk already. And I'm just like kind of sleepy from petting the dog and just being like lounging around in Lucy's house. I'm like, and mind you, I have all this makeup fucking plastered on my face still from 8:30 in the morning, and it's 10:40 at night. So I get to the venue, and the line, I'm like, oh, the line's not that long. My friend was already in. I was like, oh, the line's not that long. So I'm like, okay, I try to find the back of the line. So literally, like, the front of the building's right here. I walk like this. The line is like to the end of the building. So I'm like, all right, okay, that's fine. But then when I get to the end of the building, I look and the line is like that way, or like around the corner. So this is the door. It's like this way and then that way. And I'm like, okay. Then I keep walking and then it's that way. So it's like all around the street. And I'm like, okay, how the fuck am I supposed to get in there by 2? Like, this is ridiculous. Tell me why I keep walking and the fucking line is all the way to the front of the venue. And I'm like, first of all, there's no way that you guys are going to fit all these people in that venue. Second of all, none of these people are getting in there before 2 a.m. Like, you have got to be out of your fucking mind. So I'm texting my friend and I'm like, this line is ridiculous. I'm going to leave. Like, I'm not going to stand in this line. This is crazy. And like, you can't be mad because you're in a clown outfit. Like, I can't be upset in my clown costume. So I was like, whatever. Letty was working the door somewhere in the Mission. So I walk to the Muni, I think. Yeah, because there's a Van Ness station for Muni. So I walk to the Muni, and then I take the Muni to, I want to say like, fuck, I don't know where. But anyways, wherever the BART runs. So like whatever station was, I think it was Civic Center. So I take the Muni to Civic Center, and then from Civic Center I get on BART and go to the 16th Street station because that's where Letty was. So I go to the party that Letty was at, and the Mission was so lit, but it was like kind of dark vibes. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was like the weather or if it was because so many people were like excited to be outside, but it was like Mardi Gras outside. There were so many people. I saw so many cool costumes. It was like Billie Eilish costume was my favorite. I saw these 2 guys that were purple and green grapes, and all they had was just like balloons taped to their bodies, and they were just like grapes. And then I saw these like 7 people that were a worm, and they just had to walk like hella close together everywhere they went, and they were like a literal worm. Just so many cool costumes. Like, San Francisco went all out for their costumes this year or last year. And then finally I get to so I'm walking, and I'm like, I'm looking at the line at the venue, and I was like, I was just so juiced because I was like, I know damn well when I get to the front of the line, Letty's going to let me in and I'm not going to have to stand in this line. And this is like my vengeance for the last event, you know? So I go in there and literally like the grapes will not let me live. Like, I was standing next to the grapes and it was just like balls in my face. Just like purple and green balloons on me everywhere. Like, my makeup was definitely on those grapes. Like, it was so crazy. And mind you, like, my makeup is all cracked and fucked up. My hair is all messed up from like being out since 8 in the morning or 9 in the morning. And then my friend Amy's like, where are you? Like, where are you? I want to see you, whatever. So she comes, but I've been in the club and outside for hella long, and she doesn't get there till like 1 a.m., like 1:15. And I'm like, girl, last call's at 1:30. Like, you're late. All your friends, you guys are late. And they're hella mad. They're like, we just been driving around. We're all sober. And I'm like, okay, you showed up like literally at last call. You gotta go to the end up with the meth heads. Like, this party is done. Everyone's about to go home. Like, everyone's already fucked up. And it was so funny because Amy was like in the Scooby Doo costume, and then like I was in the clown costume, and then her friend that was the most mad was like in this glittery pink costume, and she's like angry and like shaking her head with all this fucking glitter. And I was like, this is so fun. This is so funny because when you go out, you always see like those people that are arguing and fighting, but you never think it's gonna be you. But then sometimes it's just you, you know, like sometimes it's your turn to just be that girl. So they were mad, and they never let us back in the club, and she had to leave, and it was just hilarious. So that was my Halloween. That was my Halloween in my clown outfit, and it was so much fun. I loved it a little bit. I think I was stressed out for the most part, and then I had to get home. Honestly, it was crazy towards the end because the girl who I was supposed to go to the first venue with, I was gonna ride home with her, and literally like getting back to Civic Center from where I was just like a nightmare. Like everyone was drunk, there's hella police on the street, and like everyone's in a costume, and like all the Ubers are like $300 to get across the bridge, and it was just so crazy. I was like, fuck, this is insane. And my friend, I don't remember like the details, but I was just kept texting my friend like, this is crazy, this is crazy. And my worst nightmare was like for my phone to die like before I made it there. It was intense to say the least. But at least I was in like this really beautiful clown costume. I think that was the point. In November, we started shooting for Kyle again. So that was exciting. Like the end of November, we started doing the holiday jingles and the holiday songs, which is obviously my favorite part. So that was so much fun. And then we also went to the 415 Posada, and we got to see Javier Hernandez, is his name, for the first time. And I really, really enjoyed his set. And Puerto Blindado opened, so that was fun. And we have a recap of that. So if you haven't seen it, go ahead and look for it on the channel. It's like not that many videos away from this one. The new season of Gaile, obviously. We started shooting again at the beginning of December, and we shot all through December. And this is our second 2026 episode. So I just said all that to redeem myself because I was like just saying how I was a scumbag and I had a terrible year last year. And that definitely was not true because I literally did all this fun shit, at least starting in May. Like in May, everything started loosening up and I started having a better life. So hopefully my life just keeps getting better and better. I haven't really been around, and was like, you have like another friend, a new best friend. I'm like, yeah, Gypsy Rose is my new best friend. Okay, I don't know if I'm sure there's like so many more people like myself that are just like obsessed with Gypsy Rose because what the fuck? And every single person, okay, this is the worst part about being obsessed with the Gypsy Rose shit, is that every single person that you try to tell, they're like, please stop sending me this. Please stop sending me this. Like, I don't want to see this. Today, my friend Bobby, I sent him like a bunch of videos. He's like, please just send me the spark notes. I don't want to see this. He's like, me da miedo. And I'm like, no, please. Like, I need someone to talk to about this. He said, Gabriela, today's like a really important portal day. No estás viendo esas cosas. Okay, the funniest one. The funniest one is when, okay, so there's like this edit, right? When it's like Gypsy Rose like best moments. There's like they're calling it the Gyps theme files. They're calling it the Gyps theme files because like just now they're being released. Like this is a really important part of the story if you ask me. Because okay, she'll be in like a different wig. Every single video, there's a different wig. So I'm like, damn, they were cashing her out for the wigs. And her mom was cutting her hair for no reason because she wasn't losing her hair. So it's like her mom was just shaving her head and then putting this plasticky ass wig on top, which is already so funny. Which is already so funny. And okay, so the compilation would be like Gypsy Core, Gypsy Files, or Gypsy Core, Gyp Core. And then it'll be her and she's like, I want to be your favorite slave. And then and then the next one would be like, you know, at our wedding, we can't even dance together because I'm broken. I can't even walk. And then it'll cut and be like, doom, doom, doom. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. And she's like in the belly dance. And the funniest thing is like, she'll be like hella into it. And she looks at the camera and smiles. And it's like, damn. He was putting her ass to work. Like every day she had a new, she had a new video. Oh, hey, this is our goodnight video for tonight. And she's just like plotting to kill her mom. I'm saying like there's so many bigger parts to the story because you're telling me that your daughter that you're holding hostage and that you're feeding all this medication to and that you have in a wheelchair and all this shit is walking around the house in like a belly dancing outfit and playing loud ass music in the bathroom with her camera, and you're just like, oh, you know, yeah, she's fine. What? Like, okay, we gotta rewatch the 2017 Netflix, or what was it, like HBO Max? We gotta rewatch that, which I did recently, and I'm watching her and I'm like listening to what everyone's saying, and then I'm just thinking like, wow, all throughout like todo ese desmadre que estaba pasando, she was sending those videos and like really seducing bro, because the guy was like super into her. I guess. I feel like she was the one that was the most freaked out though, like he couldn't have forced her to do all that. Like he was not, you know what I mean? Like this was all coming from her. And then there's videos of inmates that were in there with her and they're like, yeah, she was like really basically perverted. Like she loved talking about sex. She was always masturbating. She was crazy. She was crazy. And then recently she started a podcast and her voice doesn't sound like that no more. I'm like, girl, she should have stuck to the voice. This is my favorite part of her brand. It's my favorite part of her brand is that voice. She's so funny. Like it's just so camp. Like the wig, the murder, the betrayal, the sexy. The missing teeth, like all of it together is just so American. Like that's some real American shit. I feel like in no other country that would happen, right? Like all like the free stuff, like them flying her. They would fly her in a private jet like to get like procedures or whatever. And I'm like, what other country is gonna fly and gave her a free house? Get like everything she had was like for free of cost to her. Hella money on wigs, like literally like 100 pack of wigs, and they're, I mean, and not that they were expensive, like they're like all glossy and like plasticky wigs, but she had a lot of them, and she had all these like little outfits too, like cosplay outfits. Oh my gosh, she's such an icon. And like, okay, she killed her mom. Her mom was fucked up to her. Her mom tried to poison her own stepmom before all of this. So, and I also feel like, okay, she's stupid, you know, like all the things she did, she should have never like finessed that man to kill her mom. But and it was wrong and everything. But also like she was a victim at the end of the day because her mom was sick already. So like when you grow up in your house with the mentally ill parent, you only have so many choices, especially if like the parent is abusive. Obviously, we don't know the whole story because like I said, like the Gypsy files being released is a big deal for the case. And I'm really curious like if she's going to respond or what. Because remember like when she was having all like the baby daddy drama, like so the man that she first started dating straight out of prison was because he said, he's hella funny too. He's hella funny. What's his name? Dan? I don't remember his name. Excuse me. What's with white guys named Dan be having bald white girls fucked up? Oh my God. Okay. So Dan worked in an office, right? And all the people in the office were like writing inmates to see which inmate would respond. And they like basically dared him to write Gypsy Rose. And Gypsy Rose started responding and they were like falling in love through like writing each other. So then when Gypsy Rose got out of jail, I feel like she just didn't want to go to her step-parents' house because it was too embarrassing for her. It was just too upsetting for everyone to know that she had been faking not being able to walk. And that was a big part of the HBO documentary that I saw recently. I think it was from 2017. Is everyone being like, it was so upsetting to see her walking in court, like standing up and walking and talking normally, because this whole time she had tricked them into thinking that she was, like convalescent, like she was dying, she couldn't walk, she was all sick, whatever. So I feel like she wanted a new life, and that's why she kind of like went for this guy. So then she married that guy and was with him, but you could tell she didn't really like him. And then she left him for another guy and like had a baby with that guy. But I personally think that guy was gay. I don't know if you guys. I don't remember his name, but he was weird. And then I feel like they broke up. I don't remember. I gotta like kind of watch more, because honestly, before like these Gypsy files came out, I just forgot about her. But then she started popping up on my feed. It's literally my favorite part of the day. My favorite part of the day is like, remember I was like telling you guys how I can't wait to just lay in my bed and doom scroll. Like when the Gypsy Rose videos come, I just be cracking up. Like so American. Like this is the most Pop Tart fruit roll up Mountain Dew ass shit I have ever seen in my life, and I love it. I'm obsessed. I can't wait to see everything else. Okay, and the last thing. Okay, I don't know how to frame this because I don't want to sound weird, but let's see. Okay, so we watched that show. How do you say it? Pluribus. We watched Pluribus, and there's only one season out so far, and it's the people that made Breaking Bad. So it's a really serious show. Like it's not supposed to be funny, or at least it's not funny on purpose. It's like a really serious show. And actually last night I had a dream. That's weird because I literally am just thinking about it right now. Like I had a dream that I could control things with my mind, and like I would say like make this, and then it would like turn. And it really reminded me of that show, because in that show, like the lady can literally get whatever she wants in that moment because the hive mind goes and gets it for her, you know? So I feel like it's like a really influential show, like it's a really influential show on your psyche, especially the way everything is happening right now. And the kicker is in that show, and this is a spoiler, so if you haven't seen it, turn this off and go watch it. But the kicker is that they're eating human flesh, or they're eating dead bodies. And in the beginning, when her wife dies, you see like the hive coming and like tossing the dead bodies into a truck. So that's why she takes her wife's body and takes it to her house. And then remember the wolves try to eat it? I feel like the wolves trying to eat it was like foreshadowing for like them eating the bodies, huh? So she puts her wife in the ground in her yard, in the yard of like the house that she just took over, because like everything's desolate. So she just picked this house and like started living there. So she puts her wife in the ground in the yard, and then the wolves, because the hive can't harm animals, so the hive released all the animals into the wild, and the wolves go and like try to dig up the body and eat it. And I really think that was a foreshadowing of the big reveal, was that they were eating dead human bodies. And that just reminds me of these TikToks I've been seeing about people saying that there's no way that all of the McDonald's meat is cow meat, because it just like technically not possible for them to basically kill that many cows and create that many burgers. So a lot of people online, or actually just on TikTok, are always speculating that McDonald's is selling human flesh. And like to me, I'm like, yeah, okay, so what? Like I wouldn't put it past them, like that doesn't sound too far off to me. And I think it's only because I'm really open to like ancient civilizations. I'm always talking like the Greek Empire and ancient traditions, and like eating human bodies for those elite people has always just been normal. Like they've always eaten people. That's not like a new thing. You know what I mean? Right? Like
Okay, but they would die from a cold.
No, but every empire had human sacrifice. Like every single empire before this one, or supposedly before this one, because this one too, like there's so many dead bodies that.
Who was McDonald's sacrificing to? Ronald McDonald?
Ronald McDonald. I see the clown supremacy. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, but I feel like okay, that's not that far off. That they would be selling human meat. Like all they care about is money. They don't care about human lives. Do you really think they care about human lives? Do you think
They care about money, so why would they risk the empire?
do you think the people that eat McDonald's religiously are looking into where the meat comes from and like those people don't care about their health in general? You think they care where the fuck the shit comes from?
But I think McDonald's rather put their money into finding ways to fake a meat. You know what I mean?
Like with human flesh.
I feel like that would be. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I told Will this before, like when I don't know, like to me that's just not like it doesn't sound far off. It doesn't sound far off. And maybe it's because my mind is really dark. My mind is really dark and like open to things like that because only because of all the things that I've been into for my whole life, like looking into the occult and elite societies and how that is really normal. Like that lady, that weird lady with the long hair that be hanging out with all the celebrities and she invites them over her house and then they be having those like rituals where they eat the people. Like, come on, we've been known this already. You don't think so?
It sounds costly.
It sounds costly. How if the people are already dead?
Yeah, but then now you gotta get a whole warehouse or something to cover this shit up.
Do you think McDonald's doesn't have money
For what purpose are they feeding us humans?
because there's no way to get that many cows. Like there's no way to raise and get the cow big enough to slaughter it for the meat.
Use vegetables, mix it with the meat. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Why get humans? You know what I mean?
'Cause they're
Unless
sick.
Unless it's some sacrifice.
Yeah, like
spiritual
yeah,
shit.
that's
But
what
it ain't because the cows are fucking running out. People are probably eating a lot less McDonald's now than they were in the 90s. And we were fucking pumping that shit out, you know what I mean? Then probably it was easier to eat like humans, you know what I mean? Because it's easier to cover up. Now they just throw some fucking soybeans in there and now you knocked out half of the fucking half of your. Now you don't need half of the cows.
I honestly think that they're eating humans.
But yeah, me too.
I'm serious. And if it's not McDonald's, it's somewhere else. Like I honestly think that a lot of people have accidentally ate human. I really think so. I think that there's places that maybe I don't know. I'm not that like obviously I'm not sitting there thinking of like how to cook up a human, you know? But to me it doesn't sound far off.
I'm
And
sure in places where like witchcraft and spiritual dark magic and stuff like that is like widely accepted. You know what I mean? Like in different places of Africa, like you know what I mean? Probably China or somewhere. Like you know what I mean? Like it's okay to sell a piece of a dead body. You know what I mean? But I don't think you're gonna find that shit in Brooklyn.
you'd be surprised. There's weird shit that happens in New York. Remember the underground people in New York? Like, let's not get into that. Okay, so that was our episode today. 46 minutes. Woo! We miss India. I honestly, next time India doesn't come, hay que hacer todo el episodio en español. Porque ella no habla en español. So we haven't been able to do a full Spanish episode, but maybe we could bring Emiliano in here and we could banter with him and he could do the sound for us. Because we do need un episodio en español, right? When we shot last time, our first few episodes were all in Spanish because we shot with Mario. And I've been considering bringing Mario back recently, but I really want to get women in here first. So when I have my first guest, it'll either be a woman or a queer person. So we'll talk about that. That's it for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Ooh. I really had to redeem myself because 2025 was not my most doomed year. January through May of 2025, that's not a whole year, you know? Maybe that's when I started to defrost in May. It started getting warm, you know? But this year will be better, for sure. God is with me wherever I go. And I will not be a McDonald's burger ever.